Well, it was it's the second, I guess you could call it the second press conference that Oliver Glasner has had with the journalists, and this one is the pre-Tottenham one, and it was had some good news in it. Eberechi Eze, Joachim Anderson, and Will Hughes are all fit to play. They've all trained this last week, and so they're going to be in the squad for the game against Tottenham, which is good. I'm not sure that Eze will play from the very beginning, but I'm sure he will have a part to play, because I think maybe he'll come on for a little bit of time. I'm not entirely sure he's going to play the whole game, but you never know. And so that was good news that those ones are back. He obviously touched on the Mark Gahey situation, and he said, well, last week I was saying he might be back in the squad for Tottenham. Unfortunately, he had a reaction to the rehabilitation, and when the surgeon looked at it, he said it's best for him to have this small operation. So they're hoping that he's going to be back sometime towards the end of the season, which is be good for us. It'll also be good for him because it means he might get a shot at playing for England over the summer, which is good. Fingers crossed for that. Hopefully he will get a chance to play in the England squad as well. And in terms of actually talking about the game, the journalists were mainly talking about his how he's got on at the club and how he's enjoyed his first week and things like that, and how bringing in the Paddy McCarthy and all the other team that was already here, Dean Kiley and something like that, how they've integrated. And he said that they're very good people, and that he's glad to have them on board and things like that. He touched on the fact that he went to see the Tottenham game before he was announced as Palace manager, and he said, well, I'm a football fan, and if I can go and see a game, then I will. He said that if he can go and see a game before Palace play them, and there's an opportunity and it's close by, then he will go there. He will go and have a look. So I think he's a bit more of a proactive manager in terms of doing his research. He said they've done their research into Tottenham Hotspur, and they know what their weaknesses are, they know what their strengths are. So hopefully our game plan will be to get to their weaknesses, and we'll have a good game. It's in terms of the rest of the press conference, that was pretty much it really. He touched on the fact that he's obviously played Tottenham before when he was at Frankfurt, and although the game didn't go his way, he knows how they play. He has a lot of respect for Andrew Postecoglou, and says that he did speak to him a couple of times because he had an Australian player in one of his previous clubs, but he's obviously doesn't know him personally. So that was pretty much it. He did say that that obviously he's enjoyed working with the team over this last week, and that every training session, he changed the training session slightly so that they're not off. It used to be they would play on Saturday, and then they'd be off on the Sunday, and then they'd come back on the Monday. And he's changed that now. So if we're playing on a Saturday, they will come in on a Sunday and train. I think he said the ones that are played will rest, but the rest of them will come in on a Sunday, and then they'll have Monday off, and then they'll have a good block of time between Monday and the next game to train. So he's changed it a little bit so that they get more time together to train. And it's interesting because a couple of people, and I really appreciate everyone that's commented on my videos. Absolutely fantastic. I love all the comments. I do reply to those that I can. Had a couple of fans of his from his previous clubs, some Austrian fans, who come on and made some really good comments about his previous time at other clubs. And the one factor that seems to stand out is the fact that he plays with intensity, and that he plays with directness, and also that it does take time. It takes time for the team to build up their fitness, because he likes to play a very high intensity game. They're obviously going to need to be fitter, and one particular comment said that his team are very fit, very good on the ball, very quick, and they like to pass very quickly and like to play with a high intensity, and so it's good to see. It's great to have that kind of insight into his playing career and his managerial career. So thank you to those comments. I really do appreciate it, and it gives us a bit of an insight into what we're going to expect. So it's going to be a more intense play. Now, how much of that we'll see against Tottenham, I don't know, because obviously it's still very early days with Oliver Glasner. I'm hoping that we'll see a little bit more intensity. I'm not sure we're going to be able to maintain it for 90 minutes, because I'm sure we're still trying to get I'm still still trying to work up the fitness of the squad. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to maintain it for the whole 90 minutes, but I think we will see more intensity and more directness. And hopefully, if Eze does play a part, then it could cause a bit of trouble for Tottenham Hotspur. And they're very similar style of managers. You know, they both like to play with intensity, play the high line. So it's going to be an interesting battle, definitely, to see that game. So I'm hoping it's going to go well. He was told, thank you to the press, about our dismal form with Tottenham Hotspur, that we haven't played that well against them. And he said, well, you know, that's in the history, and we need to look forward and things like that. So he's saying all the right things. And I really do think that under him, we are going to start to break some of those cycles, and we may start to pick up points here and there that we previously may not have done in the past. So in terms of result, I'm not expecting us to blow Tottenham away. I think we're going to give them a good game, which is all you can ask for. I think it's going to be a draw. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. But let me know what you think down in the comments, what kind of result you're looking for, what kind of result you anticipate it to be. I think it's going to be a tough game for us. I think it's going to be one of those games where we fade out towards the end because our fitness levels still aren't there. But I think we're going to win it. I think we're going to draw it. I think it's going to be 2-2. But let me know down in the comments what you think the score is going to be. And keep your fingers crossed for the Tottenham game. And I'll see you next time.